So what, y'all just gonna ask me some questions? We flow. That's about it.
Oh yeah, it's about to get a little. We gonna get a little ratchet. I'm playing. Nah. Welcome to AS1ONE TV. We're outside. Welcome to AS1ONE. Welcome to AS1ONE, man. Go ahead and do what you do right now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, go ahead and share. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my man David, you know the vibes. We're gonna let him get an intro. I know we're going fast. Hold on. Slow it down. You just missed it. Hit that like button, subscribe button, share. Let's get it. David, give him an intro, my guy.
I love it. How you guys doing? My name is David D. Berry II. I'm the co-CEO of Keys to Black Wealth, also Regional Vice President, Primerica Financial Services. You know, I'm 10 years into the game of entrepreneurship, you know. Grew up in a small town, Lima, Ohio. Got to see entrepreneurship early on. Grandfather owned a construction company, employed about 80 people. So I saw that early on in my life, but my goal to be an attorney. So I went to Wright State University, graduated criminal justice degree from there, pledged Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated at Wright State University. Got a criminal justice degree, thought I wanted to be an attorney until money found me. The money industry found me, decided I wanted to switch up the game and be a financial advisor, run my own business, be a full-time entrepreneur, and that's what I've been doing for the last decade.
Let's get it. What an intro. I hope you ain't missed none of that, man. It's important. We're talking about greatness. Greatness. It's man, listen. David, first of all, it's a pleasure to meet you. You know what I mean? For the first time and see you. If you guys already don't know, my name is Iris. Follow me right now, IG_shift. Follow AS1ONE on Instagram at AS1ONE. You know the vibe. So we're gonna start with just where you from, man. Where you was born. You know, what's up? Tell the people where you from.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio, right here in Columbus, Ohio. Not too far from here. I'm seeing these buildings all the time, bring back memories. I actually lived here until I was 10 years old. Lived on the east side, lived here I was 10 years old. Then I moved to Lima, Ohio. So, you know, something traumatic happened for me to move back there. Unfortunately, my grandfather, who I mentioned, owned a construction company. Unfortunately, he was murdered. So, you know, my mom, my dad wanted to go back to Lima, Ohio, where they're from. And I'm like, man, small city, but you a kid, you don't really get no decision on where you're going, right? So moved to Lima, Ohio, was there for about 8 years, and then I moved to Dayton, Ohio, to attend Wright State University.
That's what's up, man. That's important. You know what? I've been in Columbus, Ohio for a long time, you know. It's a lot of things, good things that happen here, but it's also a lot of great things that happens in Lima Youngstown or Kent or Kenton or these small towns that, you know, a lot of times you may not get the best feedback from, but, you know, seeing a brother like you know what I mean, you're here talking about it. How was it like growing up in Lima? Like, let's get that vibe. How was it, man? One traffic light, what we talking, man?
So Lima ain't as small as people think. We got maybe about 6 or 7 high schools, right? But I grew up in like a suburban school. So it was actually you know, a twist for me because Columbus, you know, I'm you know, out of Livingston, you know, so it's 90% black people. Okay. I moved to Lima, and this inner city is you know, black and brown, but suburbs. I went to a majority white high school, actually, right? So I'm 95%. So that was a twist for me there. But I loved it. Both my parents got 7 brothers and sisters.
So everybody was in Lima.
Yeah.
So the love was there. The love was there.
Yeah, definitely family. So it was a dope vibe. We got the 33 acres of land, so we having fish fries, cookouts. So yeah,
33 acres of land. Yeah. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about being young and actually seeing wealth, man, or actually seeing something to look up to, you know, because a lot of stories we get or they show on the media, you know, we don't got nothing. You know, a lot of people think, you know, when you black, you just ignorant, or you know what I'm saying. So what was it What was it like growing up and knowing that, you know, you was in an elite family, man? Let's talk about
well,
that.
Definitely. Well, you know, shout out to my grandfather, my grandmother. My granddad could barely read or write. He had a 4th grade education, but used the MBE certification, start a construction company, you know, was able to employ those people, and that's how we got our land and our property. And then, you know, me moving down there was able to just see, my grandma just talked about ownership. So kind of throws me for a loop when people talk about benefits now, because all I heard was her talking about ownership. It's a difference.
It's a big difference. It's a big difference. That's beautiful, man. And shout out to your family, man. Shout out to, you know, the upbringing of where you came from. You know, a lot of y'all, you know, gotta follow a brother like this, man. A lot of y'all got families that's doing things. Let's get behind the family. That idea again, to put it behind the family and push it further, because that narrative has to be changed. For sure. It has to be changed, you know, because we got my brother David here, man, and he's telling y'all he grew up on 33 acres, like, you know what I'm saying? It was no 4 corner walls, no jail hall. Like, it was just freedom, man, and that's beautiful. So let's talk about some of your education background, because that's important, you know. You mentioned you wanted to be an attorney. So what's that passion? Where did that come from?
Yeah, man, I'm an educator, you know, and I feel like, you know, you think about law, criminal justice, we got to follow all these laws, rules, regulations, but yet we don't get an education in them. And what's your punishment if you don't follow the law? They fining you or imprisoning you. So I was like, man, let me educate all the brothers, sisters, you know, so that we can, you know, rise above that. And then I went to Wright State, worked in a courthouse, and I really saw it was about the bag, man. I don't know if y'all remember that Sandra Bland case a few years ago when she was in jail for all of, you know, her bond was $5,000, so all she had to do was place $500, and she could have walked off that jail cell.
But she didn't have.
She ain't had $500. She called her mom, her sorority sisters, guys she knew. All of them ain't have $500, man. Because 70% of people living paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to paycheck.
So I was like, why ain't they talking about this in the news? You know what I'm saying? But I also thought when I was watching that stuff, I was like, if they can't even afford $500 to build themselves out, how they gonna pay me to represent them?
So you might go pro bono.
Yeah,
that's that passion.
I'm trying to get to the bag,
you know
too,
though. I got you though. Yeah. Write it off on your taxes. You know how that go. Nah, I love this, man. We're gonna keep it. That's important, man. You just touch on something that's so important. People living paycheck to paycheck, man. And I tell you, I did a little study, right? Maybe about 7 years ago. You know, I have a cleaning business, and
that's what's up.
We went door to door. And what I was really trying to figure out was I was in Dublin trying to figure out how do I get in these $1 million houses and get these contracts, you know what I'm saying? So as I'm going door to door and I bang on the door, boom, 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 it's a dude that answer, but he like, oh yeah, I do my pitch or whatever, you know?
For sure.
He's like, if it's up to me, I'll let you do it, but it's up to my wife. You know? And that was like every door I went to. You know what I'm saying? And that just made something real permanent to me, man. The women have to watch the money. And they have to, you know, and I think I was interviewing the mayor for Brownsville, and he said his wife does that, and if he wants to go to the moon, his wife has to figure out how to take him to the moon. For sure. And the fact that Sandra Bland didn't have $500, what was her backing? What was her brother? You know, what was her man? You know, what was her family? You know what I'm saying? So let's just kind of touch on that for a little bit. Just the black family and what that means to you, and where you plan on going with your family in the future, or, you know, where you at with it.
For sure, man. It's each one teach one, you know, each one teach one, and you have to take it personally. Like, I'm going to learn what I need to learn in order to pass it down to the next generation, but I also got to be in a position where people can rely on me in that instance. So you talk about that Sandra Bland situation, nobody in her family had those means, right? So somebody got to be the martyr. Somebody got to pay the price, right? For my family, it was my grandfather, right? Sir. So somebody got to be the one that says, you know, I got to change this round. I graduated with $100,000 of student loan debt. So despite, you know, my upbringing and all of that, I still went to college, got in all that debt. I've been working to pay it off, But now my son has a college savings plan. He's going to have to be on pace to have 6 figures by the time he's 18.
Yeah.
So in one generation, literally go from indebtedness to, you know, being able to have wealth established when you're 18, 19, 20 years old, man, with the knowledge too. So it's just got to be each one teach one.
Each one teach one, man. That's beautiful. So, you know, one thing on the show, man, we believe in the youth.
Okay.
So we really want to empower the young people. Yeah. And the fact that we're up here, you know, we're brothers. I don't know how old you are, but I'm 32.
Okay.
I ain't even gonna say it. I'm a backstab about, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm older.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Older.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, I'm 35.
For sure. So we want to kick some knowledge to the youngin', man. We're looking at that age range from about 10, you know what I mean, to like 18. What message you want to kick to them, man?
Definitely. So I actually was a teacher. So after graduating college, I actually taught for a couple years. Prior to that, I was a playground leader, summer program. So it's all about giving back to the youth.
Yes.
But I think we just got to get our youth focused on tangible things, right? Tangible things that you could use in adulthood, right? A lot of times what I was frustrated in the school system is you're not going to be able to use a lot of this stuff that you're learning, right? But we just got to prepare the next generation. Like my niece, for instance, now she's 15 years old, but I had her selling at age 6, 7, 8 years old, learn how to be an entrepreneur, learn how to make her own money. She was like, Mom won't give me money. I was like, you got to go get your own money, right? So just showing them how to, you know, empower themselves, and also giving them that family environment too. You wonder why, you know, gangs are so prevalent. Look why drugs are so prevalent, because the drug dealer can give you the work. The gang member can provide you the family environment, right? So we just say we got to be able to give them the work too. So it's like you telling them to go get a job, but can you give them a job?
Can you give them a job?
You're right. So they want to see. They want to see. Can you just say what you preach or what you telling me to go to college, but are you giving me the college savings plan? It's like, so we gotta, you know, is one-on-one is the adults and the youth coming together. But the Bible said, you know, teach a child and they won't stray, right? You know, teach them the way, right? So we got to be, as adults, we got to show them the way, but also empower them, you know, to do what they really want to do, be who they really want to be.
Man, big up, man. Go ahead, before we even move on, go ahead, tell them where they can find you at now.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm everywhere, but on Instagram, you can find me at Disciples87. That's my team name, my business name, Disciples. Also have a company called Keys to Black Wealth, so you can find us on Instagram, Keys to Black Wealth, Facebook, Keys to Black Wealth. My personal page is David D. Berry II on Facebook. Make sure you put the second on there, else you're going to get my dad, all right? He's going to wonder why you requested. But yeah, you can find me everywhere. We got a personal website, keys2blackwealth.com as well, too.
Let's talk about Keys to Black Wealth, though. Go ahead and let's definitely let the people know, you know, what the Keys of Black Wealth message is, what the model, you know. I really, I think Smith, my man. Shout out to Smith too, man. Shout out to Smith Francois for creating this environment. Go ahead, follow my boy. If you need your podcast, get at us. We're going to come set up. If you need video editors, get at us. We're going to come set up. Again, that boy Francois, he make it happen, man. Big shouts out to my boy. And we was talking about Keys to Black Wealth, so I know a little insight, but let's get the people up to date. Let's catch them up.
Yeah, the short version is I was frustrated being a financial advisor for 10 years, trying to really just pour into our people. I was like, why they love entertainment so much but not education? So instead of fighting it, let's combine the two and for edutainment, right? So reached out to
slow it down. It just missed it.
Edutainment. You combine education and entertainment to provide the people edutainment, right? So I reached out to a couple of my cousins. I reached out to my business partner. Shout out to Brandy Avery, Lamar Pugsley, and Frank Cage. My business partners, couldn't do it without them. But yeah, we formed Keys to Black Wealth. So it's all about entertaining people, educating people on the 7 keys to building generational wealth. We throw events, programming, and our events are fun. So if you ever been to a poetry event where people are snapping their fingers when somebody drops a dope line, well, we shake our keys.
Hey, okay. Okay,
so
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
that's
so we've been going strong for about 4 years. We attracted some big names. Master P was focused in one of our events, partnered with us on an event. We had David Banner, Romeo Miller, know, Omarosa, Ray J. So shout out to all of them for participating in the keys.
Y'all got some rap snacks, man.
Yeah, you already know we got
some rap snacks from Percy. Okay, shout out to Percy, man.
Yeah, Romeo actually became an honorary co-founder as well to the brand. So it's all about giving the keys. Just how you was just dropping keys right now. That's what we want to do, is just show people where they can get the keys at. You got a cleaning business. We want them to know you the key.
Oh yeah,
to the,
for sure.
To the cleaning business. So that's just the whole purpose of the Keys to Black Wealth.
That's what's up, man. Well, man, we're gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna hop in here with you, and we're gonna do a little series one time. You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? Looking a little rough, but you know the vibes. Go ahead, hit that like button, man. Follow my man David, man.
We're in the building.
It's a blessing. We're in the building. Keys to Black Wealth. So we're gonna talk a little bit, right? Okay. We're gonna talk about this series called "What's Your Mud." You know what I'm saying? I want to know your mud. What's your mud? So give me that real mud that got you on your 10 toes, make you wake up every day and just,
I like that.
Yeah, what's your mud?
I like that though. I would say I'm motivated by the love and the hate.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, you get the love, you know, from the family and all of that, but the hate, you know, anytime you're in entrepreneurship, and I was in entrepreneurship before it was a cool thing to do in the last couple years. I started back in 2011, 2012. So it's me, I just look at them doubters, people who doubt it, people who also, you know, just say that black people can't compete on the business game, right? I get to see that, and it's like, we don't compete. I want to compete, man. I feel like, you know, we are bright, we are smart, we just take, you know, the talents and the gifts we have, and that's why edutainment is so important. It's so important because we can educate people, entertain them at the same time.
So that's that mud, man. You heard edutainment is the mud, folks. If you ain't get it, it's edu on one hand and teaming on the other. When you combine it, you get edutainment. So you know what I mean. My mud, man, is just, you know, every day getting up, you know, meeting up with Smith. We're just talking about this. We watch YouTube, we kick games to one another. And this platform, man, is really based around what we're about. And the crazy thing is, when we met, we recorded for the first time. Okay. So we met, and it was like, let's get on camera. Yeah. And then we did it, boom, and it become our mud. And now we literally are changing the narrative of any culture, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's black people thinking you only go to the chiropractor when you get in an accident. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Or you know, or just different narrative that we might have, because you know, we have a lot to offer, and we have to continue moving forward. And I want to thank you. And another thing is, like, you from Lima, why Columbus?
I mean, it's the capital, man. Okay. It's the capital. It's the capital. Also, you know, I spent my first 10 years here, so I always wanted to come back. But like I said, I wanted to compete. Yeah. So, you know, I was in Lima and Dayton. Those are kind of smaller, you know, cities. And I said, I want to be in the capital, and I want to compete on the business level. So it only made sense, you know, to come here. Yeah.
Man, for sure, man. Big up to my mans. Y'all make sure y'all following AS1ONE, liking, subscribing, sharing. You know, today you have my man David, the Keys to Black Wealth. If you need financial advisor, if I'm not understanding you, do a little insurance too. So I do insurance, investments, anything kind of financially you can think about. It also help people go into business for themselves, or people who are already businesses, just getting their finances in order on that side too as well too. That's cool, man. So any young people, man, we encourage you. You know, he's already let you know where to find them. Look him up. You know, come get advice. This is important. You've seen people that look like you, you know what I mean, that's telling you it's possible, because it is. Growing up, I didn't see this. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, I saw D-boys give that, but I ain't see game like this. This is like game right now, so come get it while it's here, while it's free. And I just want to say thank you, man. Thank you for coming to AS1ONE. One more, just let the people know where they can find you at again, and go. You can find me Instagram Disciples87, Facebook David D. Berry II. I'm out and about in the community too, so if you had an event, networking event, come find me. We'd love to have a discussion. For sure. All right, man. It's a wrap, man. You heard it here first. Go ahead, share, like, and subscribe, man. Let's get it.